Well, thank you for being here. I am here to say that I couldn't be happier today, not for myself, but for the people of the state of Illinois, who for the first time in ever will soon be able to be on the path to full transparency when it comes to their finances. Most importantly, I'm here to thank the people who are standing behind me, who have been a driving force in helping me get this done in a beautifully bipartisan way. The fact that today's transparency vote left the House unanimously. It couldn't be done just by one person. It reminded me, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for reminding me, giving me a little taste of what it was like for me to be a legislator back in the day when almost every bill I carried had my name, 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans up on the board. I've prided myself with working in a bipartisan way. And
they all got 112 votes?
A lot of them. Some of them got more. No, I'm kidding. But I always worked my legislation and took pride in working with my colleagues on the opposite side of the aisle. I couldn't be prouder today. I want to say thank you to my staff who helped me also with endless calls and trying to educate all of the members on why this was so important. I want to say thank you to the editorial boards across the state of Illinois who gave me the opportunity to sit before them and make the case for the Debt Transparency Act. And I want to thank my champion in the House, Representative Fred Crespo. And hopefully we'll be thanking Senator Andy Manar in the Senate when we move to override and successfully override the governor's veto in the Senate. Today's a great day for transparency in the state of Illinois. I understand that our problems are really bad financially, but the only way to ever get to a position where we can fix the state's financials and get us on better fiscal footing is to know the true extent of how bad our financials are. And we may find out once we get visibility on these bills that I right now do not have visibility on, which is almost half of that current existing bill backlog. Once we get a better handle of how bad that number is, it's likely that it could be worse. And you know what, as bad as that is, that's okay. Because if I know how bad the problem is, as the state's chief fiscal officer, I can try to do something to craft a comprehensive cash and debt management plan that will help put the state of Illinois on better fiscal footing. That's what this is about. It's a beautiful day today for Illinois, and I can't say thank you enough to my colleagues from both sides of the aisle. Representative Toni McCombie speaking on the House floor and helping me educate her colleagues on why this was so important. Most importantly, voting yes before the override, right before, when it really, really, truly mattered to have some bipartisan support on this legislation. She did not get involved in any of the politics of it. She just voted for good, sound fiscal principles here in the state of Illinois. Representative McSweeney as well has been a real leader on debt transparency, on the Debt Transparency Act here this entire time, and has been vocal and unafraid to step up and lead on an issue that is going to benefit our state for generations to come. Representative Kifowit, who immediately signed on as a lead co-sponsor of this legislation. This is real leadership here. And Representative Fred Crespo, who really championed the bill and couldn't have done a better job than if it was me. And I have to say, it was really difficult for me to sit there and watch this debate about an issue that I'm so passionate about and not be able to verbally be the one having this debate. But I couldn't have had it in better hands, and I will eternally be grateful, as should the taxpayers of Illinois, to the team that is standing with me right now who took on this fight and really championed it. So thank you, and I'd love to hand it over to the people who helped make this happen, starting with Representative Fred Crespo.